Mute what?
Instagram. To the website. You good though. You don't hear it. You good. Bop, bop, bop.
We live.
Yeah, I see that. What up? What up? What up? Hold on, I gotta go to my Facebook real quick.
No, I always have to
make it public.
Yeah, man. Like, why I always gotta do that? Let me see where I'm at. Shit, this motherfucker on private now. What the fuck?
Yeah, well, nobody's seeing that.
You know what I'm saying? It's on only me.
That's crazy.
Wonder if I can.
All right, I see you now. Yeah, I see you now.
Only me.
We on. You ready? Fruit up, family. What up? Completely cold. What up? Welcome. So I turn this down. Boom, boom, boom. Watermelon washout. Watermelon washout. You hear that echo?
Nope.
I thought I heard an echo.
Nope.
No, I don't hear it no more.
Everything sound crispy.
They said the Liz Tackett said, "Love the shirt, my favorite color." Kev.
Oh, this right here. Yeah. Who? My dude. I don't even know where he at. Thanks, Liz. My one of my friends on Facebook sent me this. I don't even know if he's still on there anymore. If he gone, he just like disappeared though.
Whoa,
what up? Larry? What's good? Completely cold.
Fruit up. Is it sunshine? I've been having such a good week. Excellent week. I'm thrilled to see all the melon, all the watermelon everywhere. It's a testament to people. I think, Kev, people, all the watermelon we seeing right now, I think it's a testament to people seeing the results of last year.
Definitely.
Like how early people eating watermelon right now.
Definitely. I told you, like, that momentum never died out. You know, people been asking me about watermelon or just saying something to me about watermelon, expressing they can't wait till watermelon season since last year, bro.
Facts.
Since last, like, it never stopped. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. I've heard it on all the platforms. I can't wait to watermelon season. I can't wait to watermelon season. Hey, where you get people asking me, hey, where you get watermelon from out of season? I'll be like, shit, I don't. But if you get let me know. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So it's never died down. It's never died down. Like, people have been waiting with anticipation for watermelon to come back in season. Yep.
Facts. And I'm like, I'm gearing up though. I'm ready now. Like, you see, I got I went and bought four big seeded watermelons, 2 seedless, and I'm gonna tell you like this, man. The seedless melon that I've been getting, I know you don't do the seedless. but the seedless melon that I've been getting has been on point. And I'm talking about surprisingly good. So that tells me that it's gonna be a great summer no matter what you eating, seedless or seeded.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it's telling me. So I've been high level all week, man, gearing up for this. You ain't started watermelon yet, have you?
No. I've been like, I don't know when I'm gonna start, man. Like, I was gonna start on the 8th because that was my anniversary, right? That's when I started last. So I was thinking about that, and then that just wasn't the right time. And then I started thinking, I'm gonna start on June 1st when it's scheduled to start. And just kind of thinking so, like the people that's in the group, won't be starting, I don't know. This is just my thinking, like by themselves. I'm thinking I'm gonna start with them, like when it's supposed to start. And then it's like, but part of me too is like, I don't want to wait that long. So I'm just having different thoughts on
it. Yeah, so I ain't even been talking about the days that I've been doing it, like what day I'm on, because by the time we start, I'll be on day 42. So this is what I've been thinking. Yeah.
Damn. Shit.
So listen though. This is the crazy part about it though. I feel so good. You see the content that I've been putting out, bro. Like, I'm really ready to do the work. Like, I ain't never been excited to do work like this.
Yeah.
And to be doing it in the community on these Zoom meetings, people have been like, Bobby, man, like for real, what I'm gonna get with the Zoom? And I'm like, bro, you gonna get so much out of these Zooms. I'm looking forward to these Zooms. I'm looking forward to being in the group every day, being high level, encouraging people not to give up, encouraging people to go the furthest extent, because the further you get down the line in this is where it really get real.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking so forward to that. I've been getting up every day like, man, just think like last summer, I didn't do this. I didn't know what it was about to happen. Now the anticipation is like, it adds to the excitement. You feel me? Like, I'm super thrilled about this. Like, that's all I've been talking about.
Yeah. That, and then, this would be my first time, like hosting a group. I'm just excited about it too, man. Like, I'm about to be on my best behavior on Facebook, man. How many times I was about to post some shit on Facebook? I'm like, nope, just don't even do it. So like, because I posted a video on Facebook and they took it down and gave me a warning. And the video was just of a dude eating some weird shit. Like, you seen these videos I post, right? Like people just eating crazy shit, or like the behind the scenes, in the slaughterhouses and things like that. It was This dude was just out in nature. He was eating just some weird shit. I posted that. Facebook took it down, gave me a warning. I said, okay. I'm just gonna like really, really, because my group activity will be restored on the 20th, I believe. Yep, on the 20th. I just checked today. I got 10 more days. Then my group activity will be restored and I could get back active in the Watermelon Washout group. And I'm just gonna like limit my activity on Facebook like even more than I've limited it already. Because I'm really like, I'm looking forward just to the whole thing, to going live in the group, just in the washout. And I'm looking forward to going, to getting on these Zooms like you and me together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm looking forward to the whole thing. Like people, man, like for 100 days, like people don't understand this. Like, and I don't know. I mean, this is just the truth. Like, we two are the highest level people on this planet. Like that's what it is. Like, We are two of the highest vibrations on this planet. We are vibrating at a level higher than the majority of the people on this planet.
Facts.
That's just what it is.
Facts.
That's what it is. That's just the truth. And like everyone in this group, you know what I'm saying? You could think of it like group coaching, you know what I'm saying? Like group mentorship, you know, and you get like two coaches, like two mentors, you know what I'm saying? And like at this level though,
Right.
at this level, you know what I'm saying? Like we just, I mean, we're living a lifestyle that, you know, you probably don't know a lot of other people living this type of lifestyle. You know, there's just not a lot of us, period, anyway. And you got two of us in the washout.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? That's going to be working with you. Everybody that's been, you know, struggling and having a hard time to, you know, be consistent, you know, like this shit is so deep, man. Like I think I said this on a live, but like I just been thinking about this a little bit, you know, like people want to eat healthy and can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, have you ever just thought about that? Like I want to eat healthy, but I can't.
Mm.
Why the fuck can't I eat healthy? You know what I'm saying? And like the addiction is so strong, it's so deep. Like most people know they're eating unhealthy. That's why they want to change.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they're trying to eat healthy and they can't. Like they've been trying for years and can't. You know, they've had small successes here and there, and they just keep going back. They just keep going back to eating things that they know is unhealthy. And that's just really, really deep. Like you're gambling with your health. Like your health is your most important asset. You know, if you don't have your health, you don't have nothing.
Facts.
You know, there's a quote, and I might misquote it. What's good, Neater?
I'm
Um,
here with the mango.
yeah, I might misquote it, but it says something like, when you have your health, you have a whole lot of problems. You know what I'm saying? Like when you healthy, you know, you got financial problems, you got problems with your spouse, you got problems with your girlfriend or boyfriend, problems with the kids, problems on the job, problems with the boss, problems with your friend. You got hella problems. You got problems with the car breaking down. Hella problems when you
Facts.
healthy. When you lose your health, you only have one problem, and that's your health. Like when your health is shot, when you in the hospital, all you care about is getting healthy. All that other shit could be going on, but all you care about now is getting your health back.
Facts.
You know, and it's a really twisted perception or perspective, a way of viewing things. You know, because if we had that perspective, if we maintained that perspective, then we would always focus on our health and make our health our number one priority. Like our health should be our number one priority. And if we're struggling to eat healthy, we should be willing to do whatever it takes to get right.
Facts.
Whatever I gotta go through, there's nothing more important than my health. You know, and that's been my attitude for a long time. Like since my eyes started opening, that's just always been there's nothing more important than my health. Like my health is so important to me. I don't care who I got cut off. You know, if you're getting in the way, if you're trying to discourage me, if you're serving as a hindrance, you know, in my journey of just maintaining my health, you got to go. I don't care who you are. There's nothing more important than your health. And I don't understand why people don't make this their number one priority. You know, like we're focused on so many other things. There's this other quote. I'm probably gonna mess this up, but it's a we work all our lives trying to accumulate money. I think Buddha said this. I don't know, one of them guru type dudes. But we spend all of our lives, you know, trying to stack money, and then we end up spending that money trying to get our health back. Because in that process of trying to stack money, we neglect our health.
Facts.
Then if we get the money, we got to pay it all out because now our health is shot. Now we're trying to get our health back. All that money we spent years hustling and grinding, trying to accumulate is going right back into our health if we can get it back. You know, so I don't care who you are, man. Like, if that's not your number one priority, why?
Why not?
Why?
You literally gotta ask yourself that.
Why?
And why? Like, and you know what though? I'm gonna be honest, man. I gotta say this. I gotta say this because this is the way I'm feeling. When I first got on the internet, right, I never really truly wanted to help people. My intentions when I got on the internet was I never felt like, oh, I want to see people really eat good. I really want to see people do good and win. Now, what happened is I was just on the internet showing my journey and showing how I changed my life. And this is the first time in my life, family, that I'm fully committed to helping other people succeed. Like at an all-time high. Like the amount of work we about to put in over a 12-week period, it will be unmatched on the internet.
Absolutely.
The value you're going to get in this group from me and my brother will be unmatched. You will not find it in any other place on the internet. People, we will be going live in the group almost every single day. Think about that. Literally think about that. Like we got lives, we got family, we got things to do, work, all of that, and we going live every day almost. Then the full-time commitment to the weekly Zoom meetings, which could last, who knows, depending on the amount of people in there, spilling out their guts, overcoming their addictions, going over their traumas, literally healing themselves. No matter what you're going through, you got 100 days of really focusing, hitting it hard with two people who just did that same experience last summer. And who literally you can see the change within them. We've both grown to different heights since last summer. I can show y'all all the reels, all the videos, what I've been doing, showing the growth. And it's just one of them experiences that I'm excited to do. I'm excited to do the work. I feel like it's a calling. And I can't wait to get in there and talk to the people and let them know that they can get over the hump. You can change your life. You can become whatever you want. And it don't take as long as you think. It don't. 100 days ain't that long. It ain't long, especially when you're doing it with us.
Boom. I was like, I wanted to jump in there on what you just said. And I'm like, but I didn't want to cut you off either. And then I heard that pause. Like, he ain't saying nothing. So, but what I wanted to comment on what you said, and this is so significant, right? When you said it don't take that long. Like, just think about this. Like, think about this. This is why it don't take that long. Because you're going to have two people working with you that's already been through this journey. But for both of us, it took a long ass time to get here. Bobby, you talking about 10, 11 years. Me, somewhere around the same, maybe longer. I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? At least that long.
Right.
You know, when my eyes started opening up, I wasn't even aware of fruitarianism. You know, Bobby's been aware of fruitarianism and just this whole lifestyle for about 10, 11 years. I started transition. I didn't know anything about fruitarian or vegan. The concept of eating just fruit was never a concept for me. Like I had never heard of no shit like that in my life. And so I was just trying to get all this fucking weight off of me. You know, that's all it was for me. Just get this weight off. You know. So I mean, what's so powerful about this is the reason why it don't have to take y'all as long as it took us is because we're going to be working with you over the next 100 days. We've been where you're trying to go. We know what's coming up. We know what the journey looked like. You know what I'm saying? We can guide you through it. You know, it took me so long because I didn't have nobody working with me. You know, I'm learning everything the hard way. Like, I had no, in the physical, I had no help at all. I had absolutely no help at all. Like, I wasn't following anybody that was, like that had content like there was nobody for me. Like I was alone. That's why it took me so long. You know what I'm saying? Like there was no groups like this, for Bobby to join. Me. You know what I'm saying? So you get to the one of the most significant advantages of this challenge is you get to learn from our, I don't believe in mistakes, but I don't know how else to say it, but you get to learn from our mistakes, right? Just it's like somebody taking you by the hand, like you're trying to navigate through this maze, and then somebody coming taking you by the hand, like I've been through this 4, 5, 6 times. Come on, I'll get you through. It's just like that. It's like when you just start eating watermelon, you're gonna experience at some point, if you do it long enough, you're gonna experience emotional detoxing. And that's the detox that make people run off, like get off this fruit and go to McDonald's or go to the bar and get some drinks or smoke some weed or whatever. That emotional detox is what knocks people on their ass. Because it's like some bipolar type shit. Like literally, like 1 minute you could be fucking singing over the rainbow, and the next minute you don't even want to live no more. Like next minute you're just miserable. Like your life, you just feel like your life sucks. You feel like you're a loser, whatever. Like it could come in so many different forms. For me, it would just make me not want to live no more. Like I don't even want to be here. Like fuck this whole planet. Like that's what it would do for me. You know what I'm saying? And so I had to go through that shit alone. I didn't know what was going on. Like I know what's going on now, because as they say, hindsight is 20/20. So when I look back and reflect on it, I understand it. I get understanding from it. But while I was going through it, that's what set me on my ass. That's what set me back. I wouldn't give a fuck about fruit no more. I don't give a fuck about none of this shit.
Facts.
Like I literally wouldn't care about my health no more at that point. I don't care. Like it don't matter no, and so it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And you got 2 people that's gonna help guide you through that and help you stay on track. keep you from falling off. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like as I said it last time, you know, I misquoted it though, but something like a smart person learns from the mistakes from their mistakes. A wise person learns from the mistakes of others.
Mm,
You know, like I
facts.
said, I don't believe in mistakes. It's all part of the journey. But man, when you have somebody walking along the journey with you and could just wow, watch out, there go a pitfall right there. Here, let's walk around that, and just could guide you and help you navigate. You man, that shit is priceless. That shit is
Priceless.
priceless.
Priceless. Watermelonwashout.com, family. You can get all the details and everything we got that's included in the washout. Let me give y'all some insight. So the washout start June 1st, right? June 1st, the washout start. June 2nd, we gonna have the first VIP meeting. So we kicking it off like this. Like we kicking it off that Sunday night with the VIP. So let me give y'all some insight. What you are about to do, you literally waging war on yourself. Like this, is how you got to think about it. You waging a war on yourself. So when you choose or make a decision to say, I want to eat all watermelon for 100 days, right? On June 1st, you've made that decision. June 1st, you've made the decision to eat all watermelon for the next 100 days. Now, watch as soon as you make that decision, and as soon as June 1st get here, watch how many thoughts, people, and things try to stop you from eating it. Though I'm talking about the moment you've decided I'm eating all watermelon for the next 100 days, the thoughts that's gonna come in your head immediately are going to try to stop you from doing it. And that's where we go help you get over the hump, family. You already said you doing it. So as soon as something try to stop you, you need to know that that's not you. That's not you. So it's like we're going to help you. That decision that you make that you do in 100 days, we're going to help you stay on the side of the decision that you're going to do it. And all the opposing forces, we're going to help you get through. That's what it is. It's a true war against self. And you versus you. You will win or you will lose. Which side you going to be on? One of the toughest battles on the planet, family. I've been through it. I know some of the thoughts you have. I know laying in that bed at night, like, it's okay to eat this. It's okay. It's okay to eat some other fruit. It's only fruit, man. It's okay. Who is that? Who is that? I've already decided I'm eating watermelon. Who is that telling me it's okay to eat something else? We gonna get there, family. We gonna get there. The insight that we have for you, the experience. This is what I like to call invaluable experience. Something you can't put a value on.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Whether people recognize that or not, you know, and I feel like it depends on your level of seriousness. You know, it goes back to, you know, why people don't make their health their number one priority. Like, there literally shouldn't be anything in your life more important than your health. Because without your health, you can't do shit. Like, what can you do? You can't go to work without your health. You can't take care of your kids without your health. You can't be a good spouse without your health. Like, you can't do shit or be shit without your health. Like, why is that not most important? Right. And so a lot of people don't really understand, you know, what this journey is like because they've never taken their health serious enough to actually start their journey. You know what I'm saying? Like they never really like, you know, they played around with it a little bit, you know, little cleanse here, 3 days on fruit here, blah, blah, blah. Like they've tasted it, you know what I'm saying? But they never really stepped in the ring. You know,
Facts.
you step in the ring, like when you start taking this journey serious, you know, you start taking your health serious, like you'll see. And then when you actually get a taste of this journey, you'll appreciate what me and Bobby bringing into this challenge. Because this shit, like hey, you gonna get some scars.
Oh yeah.
You know, you step on this battlefield, you're not coming out unscathed. I mean, you're gonna come out, you know, if you stick with it, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna come out shining like a diamond. But you know the process diamonds go through before they become diamonds. It's a tremendous amount of heat and pressure. Pressure.
Facts.
Pressure.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? You, like he was saying, you gonna get pressure from your family. You gonna get pressure from your friends. If you married, you gonna get pressure from your spouse. You get pressure from your fucking kids. I want some McDonald's. Fuck this. You know, like pressure. It's gonna come from everywhere. Can you take the pressure? Are you a diamond? Or are you gonna cave under the pressure? That's part of this journey. And see, these are the things that people like from the surface, it just looked like, oh, they just eating fruit. That's cute, you know. But beneath the surface, if you really understand this journey, it's a pretty isolating journey.
It is.
It's pretty isolating journey. And I'm not gonna say lonely, right? I'm not gonna, because I don't be lonely. Like I love my company. Like I've grown to love my company. I've grown to love hanging with me. But the reason I got to that place is because I really didn't have no choice. It was either learn to love being your best friend, or you're gonna keep negotiating and compromising, hanging with motherfuckers that ain't going nowhere, that's just gonna only hold you back and stop you from growing. And where you have to compromise your morals, your values. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just like, well, I'm not doing that. Fuck all of them. You know, I'll just be by myself. Right. So that was a journey in and of itself, just learning to love my own company. You know what I'm saying? But these are the things, like these are part of the journey. Like, do you realize, like, I used to go out to eat like 3, 4, 5 times a fucking week, every week.
Easy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm taking my kids out to eat. We going out to eat as a family. You know, I was a single parent. You know, at one point I was a single parent to 3 kids. Like, we all going out to eat. I'm taking they fucking friend. Like, hey, call your friends, tell them to come too. Boyfriends, girlfriend, whatever, come on. We all going out to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm buying pizzas for the fucking neighborhood. Like in the summer when they got basketball games going or football games. Like, I'm going out getting myself something to eat. I mean, shit, the Chinese spot, the fucking drive-through, like everywhere to sit down, like everywhere.
It's easy.
I don't go anywhere no more. All those places I used to love to go out to eat, all them places where I got memories and, you know, like family memories tied. I don't go out nowhere. I don't go to restaurants at all. Of no kind. And so this is one of those unseen things about this journey. These are like when you start taking your health serious, like there's a lot of tough decisions that are going to have to be made. And every time you come to that fork in the road where you have to make one of those tough decisions, my best friend or my health.
Facts.
The bar or my health. My girlfriend, my boyfriend, or my health. Could be your fucking spouse. My spouse or my health.
I tell people that all the time.
You know, like there's a lot of tough decisions that are going to have to be made throughout this journey. right? And these are the things like people don't understand this when they see like me and Bobby and we just eating fruit. People don't understand what's all involved with that. There's a lot of tough decisions that we had to make, and we had to be strong enough to make them. You know, our health had to mean that much to us.
Facts.
To make those tough decisions and choose our health every single time. And you know, that ain't to say, you know, like for me, I mean, you know, of course, like throughout my journey, there was a lot of times where I did not choose my health. I chose something else instead. I chose her or him or them or that restaurant, that dish, that drink, weed, whatever. But I stayed on my journey and I just stayed with it. I just stayed with it. I stayed with it. I got knocked down. I got the fuck back up. I
Got
got
to.
down. I got back up. I got knocked down. I got back up. I just kept getting back up. And what inspired me to keep getting back up is my health. Like I want my health. I really value and appreciate my health. I understand I don't have to be sick. Being sick and having disease is not age related, it's not hereditary, has nothing to do with genetics. It all comes down to how you take care of your body, your vessel. This is the only one you get. You can't trade this in and get another one. This is it. This is all you got to work with. And we just neglect the fuck out of it. Like
to the max.
You know what I'm saying? Like we treat our cars better than our bodies. You know, like you could just get another one and you can't. Like your whole life here on this planet is riding on how well you take care of your body, your entire quality of life. You know what I'm saying? I love being healthy so much. Like I'm just at this level of gratitude and appreciation for like just like being able to walk. You know, because I see people that can't walk. And these are not even, you know, so-called old people. Like it's people like younger than me that can't walk. You know, fucking wheelchairs and fucking carts and walkers and shit, and just like their health is just shot.
Shot. Young people.
You know what I'm saying? Like young people, like shit. I was talking to a guy. Let me see. How old was this dude? I want to say he was in his early 30s, maybe late 20s, early 30s. And he was telling me that he had just had a heart attack. It was a fucking heart attack.
Yeah. Attacking you, literally attacking your heart.
You know what I'm saying?
And, you know, hey,
go
Kev,
ahead. Go ahead. Eat that. Go ahead.
Do you care? Do you care? Just real. Do you care if people understand you or not?
Bro, I don't give a fuck. Matter of fact, I like when people misunderstand me because I want to see how they respond. You know what I'm saying? Because this is when this is where you get to see who people really are.
Facts.
One of those opportunities you really get to see who a person is when they misunderstand you. So like I say shit all the time, you know, in a way where when I read it, like I can see how somebody will misunderstand me on that, and I'll post that shit. I want people to misunderstand me because I want to see like who's real, like who really ride with me and who don't. And
That's
misunderstandings is one of them things that will reveal that because everybody good to you when everything good. And when you saying what they want you to say and they, you know, they like what the message you're preaching or whatever, like when they agree with you, yeah, it's all up. That don't count to me though. That don't count. I want to know how you're gonna like respond to me or react to me when you disagree with something I say or when you misunderstand something I said. That's what I want to see. This is where I'm making decisions based on your response.
facts.
This is where I know I'm fucking with them or I'm not fucking with them. They real or they fake. That's where I know.
It's
That's
that simple.
the ways I know.
It's that simple too. And you know what? You know why I asked you that? Because I got the same sentiments. I feel the same exact way that you just explained, right? But you know why I want people to understand me on this? Like, really, why I'm about to go crazy on the watermelon washout. It's time for, I think this is how I'm feeling. This is how I get up every day now. It's like a message I get every day. It's time for people to truly understand how we feel, or I can't explain it no more. I can't. Like, when you start, it's like if you do 100 days on watermelon or any fruit for that matter. But my experience was watermelon, and what it do for your mentality can't be explained. Like, that's why people don't get how we feel sometimes, or understand how we come at people, or how excited we be about things, or how we move. I start learning more than anything. Shouts out to the Family Pause Law. Love always wins. I mean, it literally will win over everything. And I know it now. I can feel it. I move in love. People can't even recognize what love is. I'll be giving so much love and it can't get received that I see it now. Like, I'm moving in love. They can't even take the love. Like, damn, they on the hate frequency. So it's imperative. It's my mission to get people to feel like this and experience this level of mentality, this level of love, this level of self-care. Because if you don't understand it, you're going to stay in a state of chaos.
And you know what's, man, like, I'm not a religious person. Like, I have to say this a lot, but it's just a lot of real ass shit in the Bible. And as you said, like, a person, like, you can't explain this to anybody. Like, this can't be explained. You know, like, spiritual things cannot be explained. You know, you gotta really just take a step of faith. You know what I'm saying? And you just gotta, I'm gonna fucking try it. I'm just gonna fucking try it and see what happens. And then when you experience it for yourself, as so many people have, like, I talk to people that just did fruit for like 3 days and they'll say, I never felt that good in my life.
Yeah.
That's just a little taste.
Yeah.
It's just a little taste. Imagine eating watermelon for 100 days. You know, like, you feel like this after 3 days. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you listening, right? Because, like, if somebody would have, like, you can't explain this. Like, how can you explain it? It's like trying to explain the color blue. Like, how do you explain the color blue to a blind person? Like, you can't. You just got to experience the color.
Fact.
You know, like, you know why we have favorite colors? The reason we have favorite colors is because certain colors make us feel something that other colors don't. Right? The color blue for me, in certain things, you know, it's not my favorite color for everything. But like, that color, it just makes me feel something and it feels good. You know, like all of these right here that I have on, each one gives me a feeling that I just like. I can't tell you why. I can't explain. I don't know why. I just know when I look at these colors, especially together, they just all make me feel good. Like, I feel something from them. And so when you eat fruit, yeah, you could say it's the highest vibration on this planet of anything that you could consume. It vibrates higher than any other. I don't really want to say any other food, because, you know, as far as I'm concerned, there is no other food.
Fact.
But, you know, nothing vibrates higher than fruit. and you can explain it intellectually. You know, okay, so let's get into energy, high vibrating energy. You know, on these frequencies, you have things like love, you have peace, you have joy, you have gratitude, you have compassion, you have forgiveness, you have mercy, you have patience. You know, these are high vibrating energies, right? And low vibrating energies, you have jealousy, you have envy, you have hate, you have depression, you have anxiety, you have stress. Boom, boom. You can explain these things intellectually. And so if you're eating, you know, things with low vibrations, like fucking dead carcasses, you know, dead birds and dead pigs and dead, all this man-made bullshit, like this just full of chemical. You're eating it. These are the lowest vibrating things that you could put on in your body. And so the energies that's gonna be associated with that are those low vibrating energies, right? You can explain this shit, you know, but until a person experiences it, like you eat fruit, yes, like the high vibrating energies, the love, the joy, the peace, blah blah blah. Like we're examples of that. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you this on the live once before, where you had shared a video. It was kind of like it was a before and after, and you had several pictures of you before when you was an alcoholic and overweight, and in every picture in that segment, you just looked depressed, just straight faced. You didn't look happy about shit. You know, even you was even like crying in some of those pictures, like there were tears coming down your face in some of those pictures. That's before fruit. And then the pictures of you after fruit, like every single picture, you're smiling, like every single one. You know, and so like it's really simple, but still you have to experience it in order for you to really get it, because you can't know something apart from your personal experience. You can only believe it. And so most people are just out here believing shit but not knowing anything because they're scared or whatever the case to just experience things for themselves. Like, okay, blah blah blah, watermelon, blah blah, let me try this shit for myself. Like it's like, I don't know, it's just not, it just don't seem to be a lot of people that have that attitude. I'm gonna try this for myself. Let me find out for myself. Right. And so they just go off of what other people say, and you can't do anything but believe. And belief is a low energy. It's low. That's a low vibration, because all that is your opinion. And all that means is you don't know.
Yeah.
So people are stuck in a state of I don't know. You know, and you just got to do it. You just got to do it. Like, I mean, you see Bobby online every fucking day. Like, I've never seen him depressed or just off his game or nothing. Like, he's been consistent like every day ever since I started following him. Like, he's been the same Bobby every single day. However many days it's been since I started following, it's been over a year. He's been the same Bobby. You know, I'm the same me. It doesn't matter what's going on in my life. I'm the same me. Like you can't make me mad, right? Because I don't give people that type of power. And that's something that people don't understand either. But this is like a really like high frequency type of thing. You know, you don't give people the power to affect how you feel. You don't give people the power to control your mood. You don't give people that type of power. That's irresponsible of you if you do that. You can't blame anybody for making you mad. People always trying to blame me for making them mad. I just shut the fuck up. Take responsibility for yourself. Stop acting like a little child. You're responsible for the way you feel, not me. It's never me. I know this. This is why you can't water me down. This is why I won't shrink back. This is why I won't stop keeping it 1,000. This is why I always speak from the heart. And I just call a spade a spade. I say it like it is. Because I know. If you mad at me, that's a personal problem. If you're offended by something I said, you think I'm mean, I'm rude with it, that's a personal problem. That's none of my business. I don't give a fuck about your opinion. But people, misunderstand this. This is just a really high frequency.
It really is.
And one way you can notice is how many people do you see living like this? Like everybody, there's a quote that says, the greatest prison that people live in is the fear of what other people think. And that's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Everybody cares, places so much value on what other people think about them, just on their opinions. We're not talking about people that know you. We're talking about what people think about you that don't know you. We place so much value on that people are scared to be themselves.
Man, bro, fuck. That's bro. Bro. We gotta say that for the group.
It's the fruit, bro. It's the fruit.
You know what? You know why you so on point with that though? It's because it's so true, man. It's so true, man. Like that's why I can't even really explain. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing, man. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing, Kev. Every single day I show up and I show the people like you ain't supposed to be too high or too low. You like the way you think this lifestyle make you think of yourself so highly, you can't even think of what nobody else think of you. You literally can't. Like I get to the point now, I'm just to the point now, bro. I see life for what it like you said, nothing you say can make me upset.
That's a fact.
Nothing. Nothing. That's why I told somebody the other day, the only thing in life that I'm not willing to change is the willingness to change.
That's good game.
Because if you don't take heed to shit that your people are telling you or helping you out on, you will miss a transformation.
Yep. That just hurt hearing that. That hurts just hearing that because I don't want to miss shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to miss nothing, man. I want
real.
All mine, man. I want all the growth, all the transformation.
Facts.
I want to see like what's way up there where I can't even see. What's up there? I'm trying to get up there.
Yeah.
I can get up there.
And I'm feeling it, man. I'm on, like I say, that's why it's important for people to get in there. Watermelonwashout.com, family. The commitment to self. That's what it is. Like, I don't know why people think this is something that you gotta be forced to do, or if you do this, you will see the results of it. Then you can come back and tell people like this shit is not a game. It's not. It's like this is like Kev always says, it's a spiritual war. You will start to understand the spiritual war that you in. You will start to understand the role that you have to play in the war. And you won't fight your own people in the same way. You won't. You won't even fight them no more. Like, we not fighting y'all. We helping. We offering assistance. We literally saying we want to help people make it through 100 days of watermelon. We want to put in effort from our own life and our own experience to come help you do the same thing because you got to feel this way.
It's like when you eat something really, really good and you want to share that shit. Yo, you gotta fucking try this. You gotta try it. That's what this is, man. Like, that's what this is. You know?
Yep.
And I wanted to just comment on something you just said real quick about, you know, you hit a certain frequency, you're not fighting with people anymore. You know what I'm saying? The only reason, like, this is low frequency shit, fighting with other people, you know, and fucking arguing with us. Like, that's low frequency shit because on higher frequencies, you realize your battle is never against another person. It's never your battle. It don't matter. Let me see if I can explain this. Whatever happens, like you and say like an altercation, an exchange, you know, like a negative exchange, like there's arguing, there's fighting, like whatever's going on. All of that is designed to get you to look at you. If you ever find yourself being mad at somebody over anything, you should pull your energy away from them, redirect it on you. Why am I mad? And start breaking that shit down and unpacking it. Because the truth is, whether you feel disrespected or mistreated, like whatever it is, the real purpose of that is to get you to look at yourself. Why did you allow it? Why did you stay? Why didn't you just walk away? Why didn't you just leave? Why did you stay in that relationship? Why did you stay? They showed you they wasn't shit 5 months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago. They showed you they wasn't shit. They showed you you couldn't trust them. They showed you they was unfaithful. They showed you they were abusive, whether it's emotionally or verbally or physically. Like, how many times they got to show you? The fuck are you still there for? And you still complaining about them. What the fuck about you? Why the fuck are you there? What's wrong with you? It's like that's the hardest thing for people to do is take a look at themselves. It's just hold that mirror up to themselves.
Facts.
Why am I tolerating this? Why am I allowing this? Why am I accepting this? What the fuck is wrong with me? And address that. Nothing's going to change when we address other people. That's not the way you change your situation and circumstance, by addressing other people. And so you don't want to deal with you. So you're going to try to make them be who they're not because they're showing you who they are. And you're trying to make them be who they're not. No amount of words is going to make that happen because change is a process. This is why you see patterns. Patterns, because it's a learned behavior. The way all of us, the way we all are, these are learned behaviors. We are running off of programs. Like I read I don't know, it was something somebody said, I don't know, but it's a common, like I've heard this a lot. And it basically says that 95% of our behaviors are based on our subconscious programming.
Facts.
Right now, this is like I reworded it like Kev Ramon style, but that's what it's saying. 95% of our behaviors are based on our subconscious programming. That means only 5% of what we do are we actually doing consciously. This is for most people. This is most people.
Facts.
Right? So like think about getting mad, like you driving and somebody cut you off or just cut over in front of you or some shit, right? And you get mad and you start just going off and cussing them out. That's a programmed behavior. Like you didn't think about getting angry. Like before you even think about it, you done got mad, you done cussed them out, And now you're thinking like, damn, I just went in. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a programmed behavior.
Facts.
Right? And so it's always us. It's always us. And on these low frequencies, when you're vibrating at lower levels, you don't understand this. You think everybody else, you think he's your problem and she's your problem and your mama. Like I know people still blaming their mama in their motherfucking 40s and 50s, still blaming their mama for their lack of success, for their, unhappiness. Still blaming their mama. Like, what the
Man.
fuck you been doing for the past 30? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Kev, you know what? That's why, the type of work that you do is specifically like, that's why I'm really, really ready to dig into this type of work, because I have a lack of empathy for people who use things like that for their downfalls and the reason why they can't get over their hump. And you know what I mean? So it's like, how do you approach that? Like, how do you approach people who always blame others for their current state of being? How do you help people like that?
You tell them it's their motherfucking fault. You tell them, no, it ain't them, it's you. That's all you could do. See, like my focus is never on helping people, right? Like I'm not focused on that. My focus is on spreading the truth, sharing the truth.
Mm.
It's not my responsibility to help people. It's the truth's responsibility to help people. It's the truth that sets people free, not Kev Ramon and not
Facts.
Bobby Smith.
Facts.
That's the truth's job. So you put the truth out there and let the truth do all that hard work. I'm not overworking myself, stressing myself out, not being able to sleep, worrying about what somebody else doing. Fuck all that. I'll give them the truth. And when anybody, it's not no, it's you. It's you. I don't give it's you.
Are people ready to face that?
It don't look, I don't know. It don't apparently it's a really hard thing to face. For me, it was really easy. And I don't
Me too.
understand why people struggle with this because that's your lifeline. Like in my 20s, I was in the streets and all this shit, I was just fucking up a lot. I was fucking up, like major fucking up. I'm talking about life in prison fucking up. Right? And I didn't know what the fuck to do. Like I grew up without a father. I didn't have any male role models, like as far as adult, like positive male role models in my life. I didn't have any guidance. I didn't have nothing. I'm just out here. I don't know what the fuck to do. Everybody around me sell drugs. I'm gonna sell drugs. Everybody around here get high. I'm gonna get high. I'm just doing what everybody else doing. I'm not, because I never saw anything different. I never saw anything different. And so, of course, like I'm not liking the results I'm getting locked up and all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like my strike count is getting high. Like I'm getting close to mandatories and I'm not liking my results. I didn't know what the fuck to do. And then how do I condense this? Just to like fast forward, I had this experience where I was made aware of, I was beginning to be made aware that all my problems or my results were because of me. Everything. 100% of it was because of me. Right? Now, prior to that, I'm blaming everybody. I'm blaming my mama. I'm blaming the government. I'm blaming racism. I'm blaming the police, the judges, my bullshit ass public defender. I'm blaming these fake ass friends and blah, blah, like I'm blaming everybody. When I was made aware of it wasn't none of them, it was me, it was all me, that was a lifeline for me. Like I was so happy to find that out because I could do something about me. I can't change the fucking judge or the police or the government or these so-called friends. I can't change none of them. I could change me though. Okay, so what am I doing? Right? What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Boom. And it began being revealed to me like one thing at a time. Oh, I'm complaining. Oh, the energy you put out is the energy that comes back. Complaining is a very low vibration, it's a toxic energy. So I'm putting that energy out, and it's, oh, okay. So I'm gonna learn how to be thankful. And instead of complain, I'm gonna start expressing gratitude. Okay. Quick, I mean, it wasn't a quick fix. Like that was a huge adjustment for me, but like I got a starting point now. I got a plan of action. I know what to do.
Yeah.
And just that one thing alone changed my life in so many ways. Like to this day, like I will never, like I'm just anti-complaining. Like
That's where our common ground at. That's where our common ground at. Because remember, I was telling you that's one of my strengths. Remember, I told you like one of my strengths is forgiveness. Right? That come from taking all responsibility for everything I do. And once I started doing that, that's when life changed.
Yep.
That's literally when life changed. Like, can't nobody make me upset. Can't nobody make me happy. That's all controlled by me. So
Right.
I want people to understand that if you still blaming anything or anybody for your shortcomings, you need a reality check.
Big time. Like that's one of the most self-destructive and self-sabotaging behaviors that you can partake in. Like that's some of the realest shit that you will ever hear. And the watermelon washout hasn't even started. This ain't the watermelon washout. So
we just talking.
You know what I'm saying? This just gives you an idea of what this washout is gonna be like. Like just what we're sharing just on this live. And I know there's a lot of people on this live right now that are guilty of the things we talking about. I know it's a lot of complainers on this fucking live. I know it's a lot of blamers. I know it's a lot of people self-sabotaging and self-destructing with their mouth. With their fucking mouth. Because all this fucking it's their fault, it's that refusing to take responsibility for themselves. You know, something that I thought about listening to you talk about taking responsibility, like just from my experience, that's such a rare quality. I feel like you're the only person I've ever met outside of this one client that I used to have like years ago. Like I did coaching years ago, just like not really serious, just, you know, I put an ad out on Yelp. You know what I'm saying? This guy hit me up, live in California. You know what I'm saying? This is the only person, I don't know, he was talking to me about something, and I started talking to him about taking responsibility. And, you know, I was hesitant to tell him this because one, like he's a client, and my head is just in the wrong place because I'm thinking, well, this is a client. I don't want him to be mad. You know, I gotta get to where I don't give a fuck. You know, like more, like there's definitely room for me to grow on that. But I still told him, although I had like that hesitancy. You know, I told him that, And like he already knew. That wasn't nothing new for him. And this guy was a I didn't even notice at first. Like I did a little digging on him. He was a multi-millionaire. And when I say he was working on a $200 million deal, you know, selling this AI company that him and somebody else formed. $200 million deal working with people like Jeff Bezos. And so the reason I say that is to say being broke is a mentality.
Facts.
It's a mentality. It's a lifestyle. It's a way of thinking.
Facts.
Like nobody's problem is like our problem. It's never where you grew up at or the parents you were born to. It's never none of that. It's never your physical environment or atmosphere, the people around. It's never none of that. It's up here. Like being broke, being in poverty, it's all a mentality. Like people that are broke because of the way they think. People that are not getting opportunities are not getting opportunities because of the way they think.
Facts.
They don't have nothing to do with racism. There you go. That's another fucking cop out. That's another cop out. That's some bullshit. The white man and racist, blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up. That's bullshit. Take accountability. Take responsibility for your fucking self.
Yeah.
And so it's a mentality. So again, going back to that, as long as you blaming other people, as you said, as soon as you start taking responsibility for yourself, your actions, everything, your life, everything, your results, everything, shit start changing.
Yeah.
Because when you blame other people or you blame situation, you blame circumstance, what you're really doing is giving your power away.
Yeah.
To all these people and these circumstances. You're giving your power away. And that leaves you powerless. Like how many people are you blaming for your life and your misery, your unhappiness? Like how many? You know, everyone, you're giving your power away and that leaves you powerless. But when you take responsibility, like you're going to every one of them people, give me my power back. Give me my power back. Fuck you, give me my power. Taking my power back, taking my power back. And then you sit down with that shit and you figure it out. Yep. And you will figure it out if you sit down with it and stop blaming people. Like the answers will come to you if you search for them. But that will never be your mentality when you blaming everybody else. It's their fault. That means they have this much power in your life. You're unsuccessful because of them. They have that much power over you. You just gave it to them. So I don't know why people struggle with that. Like that was the best news I had ever heard in my life when I was made aware that everything was my fault. Everything.
Yeah.
Let's start up. Go ahead.
You get it. We get it. I get it so much now that it's like if you don't get it, it's like you on the wrong side of life type. You know what I'm saying? Like I get it so much. Like everything you do, take responsibility for. Watermelonwashout.com, family. Watermelonwashout.com. I can't say it enough. Let me give you another quick little insight. When you get to 5 days on watermelon, right? 10 days on watermelon, 15 days on watermelon. And remember, Kev, you said earlier, like your kids be like, I want me some McDonald's. I want this. I want that. Do you know how easy it is for while you sitting on day 17 and you want something else so bad? You want something else so bad. Do you know how easy it is for your girlfriend or your sister or somebody to call you and say, hey, girl, you want to go have this? And right then and there,
I'm getting dressed. I'm on the way. I'll meet you there.
You didn't ate watermelon for 17 days. You like, I'm good.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why we're doing this, family. It's the mentality that you can't even think about that you gotta have. You know what I'm saying? Like the mentality you gotta have to get through 100 days or plus of watermelon, you can't even fathom it right now. It's so easy to get thrown off balance, even in everyday life right now. You could say, I'm gonna do 2 days of just eating fruit till 2 o'clock and get thrown off. Somebody call you for breakfast and here you go. So I don't want to keep giving them it all, Kev. Watermelonwashout.com for this experience is about to be crazy, man.
For sure. And I want to piggyback on what you was just saying, right? The reason this is easy for me, right, is because I know how to fight. You know, I've learned how to fight over the years of getting my ass kicked. You know, I learned how to fight. I learned how to fight back. So, you know, like just one real quick example, you know, that post that I posted on Facebook, you know, I'm standing in the checkout, right? And over here is just a whole bunch of shit that I used to love to eat. It's all poisonous. It all causes disease. It's all full of drugs. And over here, the same fucking thing, but different things. Different things, but still all shit that I just used to really, really love to eat. These are things that I was addicted to on both sides of me. Right now, earlier in my journey, I'm looking. And throughout my journey, like one thing I've realized is how can I explain this? It's like when you look at something, you allow it entrance into your soul, right? When you give something your attention just by directing your focus on it, you allow it to enter. If I would have looked at those things, I already know what would have happened because I used to look and I learned not to look. First thing that would have happened is emotions, memories, thoughts. I'd have started remembering just all the good times I used to have when I used to eat this. And, you know, I used to have these combos, this with this and this with some Netflix or some forensic files or something. And I'm laying in the bed and I'm just fucking munching. And it's a high. It's a high because this shit is not food. Like this shit has drugs in it. And then, you know, and I'm gonna start remembering that and remembering how good it felt. And when it start feeling good, you fucked up.
Yeah.
You get to that point where feelings start developing. Like when you reminisce that hard that you start feeling it. Let me pause here because I don't know, I'm sure a lot of y'all in here are familiar with the law of attraction, right?
Right.
And so one of the rules or principles to, you know, like successfully applying the law of attraction is you have to feel. You know, whatever you're trying to manifest, you have to feel it. You have to feel it. So you imagine what you want and you imagine it enough to where you actually begin feeling it. So if you want to say, like, you want to be on a beach in Maui, right? You want to, that's something you want to do this year, right? So the law of attraction would tell you to not just visualize yourself there, but feel yourself there. What does it feel like with your toes in the sand? What does it feel like in the water? What does it feel like on your fucking lounge chair eating fruit? You know, like what does it feel like? You know, the sun, the view, right? So going back to what I was saying, if I look at it, it don't take, for me, it don't take long. I mean, like that. I'll start feeling. And when I start feeling, I'm in danger of manifesting something that I don't want to manifest. Because it's the feeling that manifests it.
Facts.
So when I talk to y'all and tell y'all, like, one of the most significant advantages about being in this washout is learning from us, from our experience. Like, you don't have the experience, but we can impart our experiences to you. We can share with you from our experiences, like what I just told you. Like, I do this like every day, all day, every day, all day. Like, I'm consciously doing this, because I can't even, like, the idea is to not give those things that you want to stay away from no attention at all. None, zero. Don't give it no attention, right? So when I'm driving, I'm doing this constantly when I'm driving, especially if it's in an area that I'm familiar with and I know what restaurants are coming up. I already know. My eyes are straight. Or if something's over here, I might look over this way until I get past it, or I'm just looking straight ahead. I'm ignoring it. And so you don't know this. This is not something that you just gonna know when you 3, 4, 5 days on fruit. Like, it took me, like, years of just falling and then reflecting, like, what happened? Like, what happened? I was doing good. What happened? Reflecting on that and just really unpacking, a failure. I don't believe in failures. I don't know what else to call it, but just, unpacking it. Like, what happened? Where did I slip up? I was so strong. I was doing so well. Right. And just reflecting and reflecting and reflecting and reflecting. And, things began, being revealed to me. Boom. Where you first fucked up at is when you start looking at it. Because when you start looking at it, you're focusing your energy that way.
Facts.
I don't do that no more. And so, like, that was spiritual warfare when I was standing in that line. And that's not something that people would think of when they think of spiritual warfare, especially if you're religious. Because spiritual warfare, according to religion, is a bunch of praying and shit and hollering and screaming and fucking dancing and flopping around on the ground like a fucking fish and shit. You know what I'm saying? Fucking yelling and speaking in tongues and hallelujah, all this stupid shit. Like, you just look like an idiot. That's all you do. You just making a fucking fool of yourself. Because that ain't doing shit. That was spiritual warfare in the fucking checkout.
And that's the shift. That's the shift, people. That's what, bro. The work you explaining, that work right there in that checkout line, that's the work people don't want to do. People rather grab that bag of chips. You know what I mean? Like, that, they rather get in that comfort zone. They don't want to step outside of that. People don't even know how can't even imagine stepping where you talking about. People don't even understand what it means to be in that predicament. Like, they really can't grasp it. Like, what is he talking about? So that's literally like hard work. So that's why it's so tough to even get people to look at doing 100 days of watermelon and taking it serious, because they're like, what I'm getting out of that? Well, it's like, you don't get it. You just don't get it. So this is truly for those who want to change the frequency of the planet, man.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what it is.
Yeah. And another thing that people don't get, I feel like people don't get, again, you just gotta, you know what? You judge a tree by its fruit. You judge a tree by its fruit. Look at Bobby's fruit. Look at my fruit. Hey, you could look at the fruit and say, okay, I may not understand it, but they know something. They doing something. Who
Facts.
else is living like they living? Like who else? You know what I'm saying? Slim Pickens. Like,
Very.
you know what I'm saying? I mean, like we're at the top of the pyramid. And I don't say that arrogantly or nothing. That's just the truth. You picture a pyramid, we at the top of that motherfucker. We just are. We just are. No, we're aliens on this planet. You know what I'm saying? Like 90, the last statistic, it seemed like every time I look at the statistic, the numbers go up. It's like over 92 billion animals are killed every year to be.
Mm-hmm.
That means basically nearly everyone on the planet is eating animals. Like, let's just keep it to America. Most Americans are on a standard American diet. Most, like high 90% range. Like, how many people that just eat fruit? How many people? So you judge a tree by its fruit.
That's all
Like
you can do.
our lives didn't get worse from eating fruit. And Bobby's story is a lot fresher than mine. Like, I don't even shit when I first start transitioning. I don't even think like cell phones wasn't even, I mean, like the fucking cell phone was just fucking coming out. It came in a big ass suitcase with a shoulder strap. it was it was like a house phone with a cord in the back.
Oh
That's what
yeah.
phones look like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going, like, my transitioning started back then. And I'm not talking about transitioning on fruits. I'm just talking about just lifestyle changes in other areas. I wasn't even
Right.
thinking about fruit, but just, I used to be a fucking alcoholic and drug addict and a lot of shit too. But that's way back then. Bobby shit is fresh. Bobby shit is all fresh. Like, you seen how big he used to be. Like, you seen the videos of him on the bed, fucked up. You seen him in the fucking gas station at the checkout, getting a bottle before, like, you seen it. You seen him in the car. I don't know why this video is just so funny. This shit was just funny to me. But like, you seen him in the car smoking weed, or like about to roll up some or something.
Hitting the bowl, hitting the bowl, drinking the alcohol.
Like, you seen it. You seen it. Like, you seen it. You know what I'm saying? What was that? I think it was one. I don't know. Like, I've seen so many videos of yours, right? But boom, you got a fresh example in Bobby. You
Facts.
judge a tree by its fruit. Is this legit? Look at the fruit of the tree. Look at the fruit. It's not complicated. If the fruit rotten, then this is some bullshit. So the question then is the fruit rotten? And I feel like that's just a no-brainer. Like, hell no, the fruit. Like, that's some good ass fruit.
Hey,
Shit,
we,
ask his fucking baby mamas, ask his kids.
yeah.
Like, he used to talk about that shit all the time, like how he used to be like a womanizer and abusive, and I'm not saying like physically abusive. I'm just saying like just
I
abusive.
was that too. I was that
Okay,
too.
cool.
I
There you go.
just put out a story on my page and told a story about how I was hitting my baby mama, ripped her shirt off of her, all on a busy street.
I remember. Yep, I did. I do remember seeing it now. Yeah. So I'm just like, look at the fruit. Look at the fruit. Like, look at this dude.
Crazy.
I mean, the fruit speaks for it. Is this legit? Like, I don't know, but I don't imagine that anyone is in a worse state that Bobby was in. before he got on fruit. Are you talking cocaine? You talking ecstasy? You talking alcohol? You talking a job, going to a job that he hate every day? You talking about weed? You talking about like alcoholic for real? Like
True.
at the gas station before it opened to get a bottle and to drink on the way to work. Like you talking about going to work every day drunk. You talking about like misery. You're talking misery. You know, just poor relationships with his kids. Like he'd say it all the time. He was a terrible father. You know, he wasn't good to his kids. You understand what I'm saying? Look at the fruit. Like, look at this dude now. How much weight you lose? 146 pounds?
Yeah.
Look at the fruit. Like,
That's,
what did he get? Like, come on now.
You can't say nothing else. You really can't say nothing else. That's why I keep stepping the way I step. I keep moving the way I move. The vision is getting clearer. I tell people when your dreams is big, you can see them clearer. You know what I'm saying? You can't see small dreams. They too small. You can't see them. So we dreaming big all summer long, family. Watermelonwashout.com is where you join at. And it's gonna be a magical experience. I can't wait to get in there and serve the people. High level energy, high level experience. Kev, every Friday we here, right? Every Friday.
Every Friday
Till the washout, we will be here. Once the washout start, I'm not gonna be on lives and stuff on Facebook like that. You know, we're gonna be inside the Watermelon Washout, really putting that work in, really serving the people at a high level. So full-time commitment, man. Full-time commitment. Yo, huh?
No, for sure.
Oh no, full-time commitment. And that one thing about it is when we show up, you gonna show up. Show up and show out. That's my new thing, man. If you show up, you can show out. If you don't show up, you can't show out. That's it.
And a couple things I wanna add is one. Let me see which way I want to go. What happened? Like imagine this. This is what the VIP is going to be like. You're going to have this screen. You're going to have me. You're going to have Bobby and whoever else on the VIP. Right? And this is how we going to do. Except it's going to be, we're going to go like much deeper. Because you see how like on here, we're just talking, like we're not answering questions, we're not responding to nothing or anything like that. We really, you know, we're just sharing about the washout, we're sharing different things, right? In the VIP, we're going to be responding to you, we're going to be talking to you directly. And however many people are in that VIP, do everybody pop up on the screen?
Oh yeah, everybody okay. Been there. Videos on and everything.
So boom, there's gonna be me on the screen, Bobby on the screen, and whoever else is in the VIP. We're all gonna be on the screen together. This is group coaching and group mentoring sessions. That's what this is, right? This is what you get now in the. You know, they're both gonna be great. They're both gonna be great. We're gonna be working with you in both of them, but this is gonna be like much more intimate and personal. Right? Because you're going to be on the screen too. And you're going to be vulnerable and transparent because you want to heal. You know, and we're going to be vulnerable and transparent because that's how we got to where we are today.
Facts.
You know, and so there's just going to be these group coaching and mentoring sessions where everyone's on there being vulnerable and sharing experiences, but you have two coaches and two mentors giving you two different perspectives and guiding you, giving you advice, like counseling you, if you will, from experience, not from books, from experience, motivating and inspiring you, telling you exactly how to navigate your situation, how to overcome that emotional detox. Like, we're gonna fucking be there for you. That don't mean like you still got to do the work, right? You still got to do the work, right? Like what they say, you could lead a horse to water, right? But you can't make it drink it.
Facts.
Lead you to the water. Like, boom. Yo, I used to suffer from depression. This is how I beat it. I used to suffer from anxiety. This is how I beat it. I used to be an emotional eat. This is what I did. You can't go to a psychiatrist and get this type of help because these psychiatrists, these therapists, these counselors, they went to college. They got a degree. All that means is they just were really good at memorizing a lot of shit and passing tests. That's all that means. They don't have experience with it because these psychiatrists got psychiatrists. These therapists have their therapists too.
Facts.
So you go to them to help you with your problems. And when you leave, they go to somebody to help them with their problems.
Facts.
You understand? Like we're guiding you, we're teaching you, we're helping you from personal experience. Like we're telling you what works for us every day. Like this is our lifestyle. We do this every day. That means spiritual warfare is every day. Most people don't even know they're in a spiritual battle. And we're on the battlefield every single day, like all day. All day. Sometimes it goes into the night when I'm asleep by way of dreams. You know, like we do this. Most people don't even know. And they, just getting fucking their ass beat down by life because they don't even know they're in a battle. And how you gonna fight back? You don't even know what to fight back. And because people don't know what to fight back, they fight each other. You're distracted. It's like shadow boxing. Like what you're fighting, that person you're fighting is not your enemy. That's not your problem. Like imagine just going through life, fighting the wrong fight, time after time after time again, and just staying stuck and never growing. Like never getting anywhere. Because every fight you fight is the wrong fight. And the fight you should be fighting, you don't fight at all. So this is what you get in the VIP. In addition to, you're going to get my ebook, Overcoming Addictions. And, like a few days ago, I wrote it and I submitted it, had it edited and everything. And then I was just thinking about that book, man. I was like, I want to put more into it. And I just been pouring so much into that book. I've been working on that book. Like I a few days ago, I'm like, I'm done. I read it, boom, done. Whoo. And then I just be thinking about it. And like I don't know, it's just something in me that just wants to give y'all so much. Like everything I got. So I've been going back over that book again. I just been pouring more into it. Like, okay, tell them about that. What about that? You didn't tell them about that. Tell them about that. How the hell? And just been pouring more into it. So I'm gonna probably have to get it re-edited again. But I don't care. I'm just wanting to put so much value in that book because at the end of the day, the reason people struggle to eat healthy is because of addictions. That's what it all comes down to.
Right.
It's because of addictions. And addiction is a surface level issue. It's a surface level issue. There's so much going on beneath the surface responsible for your addiction. That's what I talk about in the book. Like a lot of people don't even know that. Most people don't even know that. And you go to one of these fucking drug rehabs, they don't go in depth into this shit. They don't really talk about this.
They want you coming back. That's why.
You know what I'm saying? So like true healing can't take place because they're not giving you the full story. They're not, and I feel like they just don't know. But see, I'm speaking as one that has overcome like countless addictions, like countless, like successfully and consistently. You know, as to like the point I'm at now, as far as I know, I don't have any. I don't have any. You know, I don't have any cravings. I don't have any temptations. I don't have like nothing. You know, so you get that book, right? You get a month supply of A game, which Bobby's been taking for like 4 months and just been loving it. And then you get the 2 T-shirts, Watermelon Washout 2024 exclusive limited edition T-shirts. Like you can't get them nowhere else. Like I kind of don't even like really like mentioning that because the biggest value of the VIP is going to be these Zoom calls. Like what you saw like tonight, but with all of you on the screen too, and us talking to you personally one-on-one and going in depth. That's the value. That's the huge value right there.
Facts. The other stuff is just perks, just to say thank you for joining. And but that's not where the value is at all. So but it is extra value. Trust me. The A game herbal definitely extra value. Make you like we're gonna talk about all of that. So join. This is a full commitment, a full summer. We fully committed. The work we gonna put in is tremendous, and we got to be ready just like y'all got to be ready. So don't hesitate. It's hard work, but we ready to work hard. So y'all got to be ready to work hard. So we ready to join. It's gonna be a party. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be exciting. You go cry. You go be in joy. You go be angry. It's gonna be all of that. But that's the experience, family, and that's what you got to be ready for. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. June 1st, family. We 22 days away. 22 days away from our story. We erasing his story and making ours. That's been the thing. So, yeah, Kev, I ain't got nothing else for him tonight, man. We didn't gave him a lot tonight.
Yeah, hey. We got a lot to give. We got a lot to give. Hey, you wanna before we get off here, answer some questions?
Yeah, we got any questions? We got some questions?
Look at the comments. I just seen one from Rose on YouTube. She asked, do people, I believe what she was asking is, do people in their 20s usually join? And I'll start. I don't know the ages of everybody that's in the washout, but what I'll say to that is
yes.
Shit.
We got a couple people in the 20s that's in the VIP.
Okay, well, boom, there you go.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I encourage our younger people to join. I encourage the younger because the younger people are on that wave already. And they really are. So I definitely encourage the more younger energy in there, the better. So that'll help out the people who are a little older and who need that energy in there. So definitely, yes, Rose, for sure.
Then Angels says she 24. It's so difficult. If you in your 20s, that's so dope that you're health conscious in your 20s. Like in my 20s, I didn't give a fuck about being healthy or nothing. Like I was turning up bottles and smoking. I was still smoking cigarettes. I was smoking 40 cigarettes a day in my 20s. I was drinking. I was in bars every day. I was
every
smoking.
day.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and of course the diet was shit. You know, I'm eating all the flesh of dead pigs and dead cows and dead birds and everything. I'm doing it all. You know, I had no awareness of, you know, like healthy eating or healthy living or anything. So to be in your 20s, that's huge. That's huge because the significance of that is you haven't done that much damage to your body. So there's not as much to reverse, right? Like for me, shit, I was like in my late 40s. I want mid to late, I'm gonna say like mid 40s when I started becoming aware of this and, you know, started making changes. And so, you know, it's just although like I wasn't having any noticeable physical symptoms, you can't see what's going on inside of your body. Like you don't know what's going on. You know, like things like cancer, diabetes, like these things don't just, you know, it's not like 0 to 100. You know, like it's not you don't have cancer and then one day you do. You know, it takes years for this to develop. So, you know, these quacks in these hospitals, you know, you could have cancer 60%, 70% developed on the inside of you. They can't see that. They can't tell you that. They only
Fact.
know got it. So there's no telling, like me, you know, where I was at. You know, there's no telling how close I could have been to having diabetes or cancer or heart disease or whatever. You know, you don't know. There's no way of knowing. So in your 20s, man, that's just, I would, man. I mean, my journey is the way it is and how it's supposed to be, but that's just really dope to even just be on this live in your 20s. And the earlier you take charge of your health, the better and the easier. You know, prevention is easier than healing. It's easy, it's much easier not to get cancer than it is to heal it. It's much easier not to ever get diabetes than it is to try to reverse it and cure it. So, yeah, you know, I don't know what your history is, you know, but you know, if you're struggling to, you know, just take control of your eating habits, get in, get in, and you won't be alone, as Bobby said. We got some 20-year-olds in the VIP.
Facts. 20-year-olds already signed up in the VIP. So the younger energy, the better. Like let's see if I got any more questions on here, Kev.
I'm gonna look on.
Jadaca, what up? A lot of very well says in here. I'm all the way up to the top now. I'm gonna have to throw a watermelon in a tea pick.
Okay, so I'm on Instagram. I'm looking because you know the comments on Instagram don't show up in the feed on the app. So while you looking, T. Michelle asks, "Do you have to detox first before this process?" She has body pain daily. You want to answer that?
Do you have to detox before the detox?
Right, that's her question.
I wouldn't. I would. It depends on what you currently eating. I would say if you currently coming from a sad way of eating, I would definitely try to incorporate more fruits into my diet, especially like the week leading up to it. Definitely try to let go of a lot of things that's plaguing you. Get rid of all your snacks and all of that the week prior. As tough as it is, you got to try to get rid of things. because you stepping into a detox. You literally are with the mono eating watermelon. So definitely try to rid yourself of as many things that you know you're not supposed to be eating the week leading up to it, at least, if you can't do that before. That's that would be my advice to that.
Yeah, that's what I know was common, you know, like if you and it, we really don't know enough to answer that thoroughly because it does depend on, you know, like
What you currently eating?
your current eating habits, you know. What I'll say is if you don't like gradually ease into it, you could experience more severe detox symptoms than, you know, say somebody that's, you know, eating cleaner before they come into it. You know, that's a possibility. You know, that's not a guarantee. You know, I've never experienced anything like that personally. You know, I've done fasts, like I've done like master cleanses, like liquid fasts and liquid cleanses when I was full standard American diet and just boom, I'm starting today, you know, all the dead animals and all that. I stopped. I went straight to the liquid, did that for 3 weeks, right? And then right back to the standard American diet. I didn't, you know, the only thing I remember experiencing was some emotional detoxing at the end. And that's like when I quit, though. That's when I quit. So, but I've heard other people ask me questions like that. And so, and say, you know, they'll say, have you ever experienced this certain thing while being on fruit? And I'm like, no, I never experienced that. Or some people, you know, like I've had people say that they just felt really sick or something. Like somebody on Instagram was complaining about a low energy while on fruit. You know, I've never experienced that. So there's a lot of things that there's a lot of variables that can come into play. So, you know, that's a tough question to answer. But I will say this, like it definitely wouldn't hurt. You know what I'm saying? If it definitely wouldn't hurt if you started, you know, gradually, you know, pulling back on, you know, things that you're eating now, right? Up until the washout day, you know, instead of just cutting it all off. It definitely wouldn't hurt. But so that's my response to that.
Yeah. I mean, definitely prepare yourself. Definitely prepare yourself in every aspect, mentally, physically. Um, this is like I say, it's all of that in one. It's a spiritual detox, a spiritual awakening. It's a emotional detox. It's a physical detox. It's all of that in one, and that's what make the watermelon washout so special. So that's why we doing it for 100 days, because we know the length of time that you stay on one fruit matters, and the results are incredible. So
Yeah, that's important too, like the length of time, because the longer you do it, you know, the more things come to the surface, you know, the more opportunities you have to heal. Like you might not experience nothing. Like your first week might be smooth sailing. Like, oh, this shit easy, you know, and you know, you might be 2, 3 weeks in before you experience any kind of anything,
facts.
you know. So the longer you go, the more you benefit. And what I love about the 100 days is there's plenty of time for mistakes, right? Like there's plenty of time for, you know, say someone to fall off and then get back up and get back on and get back in the race and go again, give it another shot. Like there's plenty of time for that to happen because most people are not going to eat watermelon for 100 days. And that's not what this is about. You know, it's about self-awareness. It's about, you know, you're going to learn a lot about yourself and what your real issues are. And it's about true healing. Because as things rise to the surface, you become aware of how addicted you really are to certain things when you start experiencing the struggle, right? And how hard it is. And, you know, you start paying attention to yourself and what's going on inside of you, and you gonna have cravings for things and they gonna be intense, right? And this, you gonna notice yourself like, man, I can't stop thinking about eating some whatever, right? All of these things are going on. These are all opportunities to learn about yourself and learn what you're really dealing with. And now we can help you address them, right? And this is where true healing comes, right? So boom, boom, boom. You go through all this process, you might fall off, you know, hey, I went and had some whatever, okay, brush yourself off, you get back up, day one, back on day one. Let's start again. And there's plenty of over 100 days. Like you will not be the same person in 100 days if you do this whole 100 days. You will not be the same person.
Facts.
There's no way. You will be a different person, and you will know so much more about yourself, and you will understand yourself so much better. Once you like really understand what's going on, like you know what's going on, it's like, oh, I know what to do now. Like no longer are you shadow boxing and fighting all these distractions. You know exactly where the fight is. You know exactly where to turn your focus to. You know exactly what to do. So at that point, it's just a matter of you doing it. So it's gonna be, man, it's gonna be life changing.
Watermelon Washout. .com, man. I'm truly excited. I'm ready to go. You got till June 1st to sign up. That's it. Every Friday, 8 p.m. We're gonna be back 8 p.m. next week, right?
That's the plan. Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah.
Yep.
8 p.m. Friday night. We will be back. The value can't be understated or overstated, family. So like I said, watermelonwashout.com. We're gonna be here for you to answer more questions every single week. If you on the fence about it, that's cool. We will be here to answer all your questions for the next few weeks. So with that being said, join now. Join now. Reward yourself and commit to something and be prepared to commit to it.
Hey, we already getting started. You done already started Watermelon. We already starting the lives. We already starting.
It's going down. It's going down. With that being said, Watermelon Washout, family, June 1st. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Friday night lights is on. I'm gonna get out of here and do some reading or something, Kev. I gotta exercise more of my brain tonight, man. That's what we do.
That's every day.
For sure. Hey, I love you, brother. For sure.
Hey, love, always.
You already know.
Respect.
Ready to work. Fruit
sure.
up, family. Appreciate y'all.
For sure. Everybody have a great evening. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for just showing up. Thank you for all the good energy that y'all, shared with us, all the conversation. We gonna on the next washout. We gonna aim to we're gonna start doing these like at the end of the washout, just going through the comments and picking out questions and do better at responding to people's questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, see y'all next Friday. Everybody have a great evening.
Fruit up, family.